Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Welcome back, man. Thank y'all guys for hitting play on this one today. We've got, well, let's go ahead and read the reaction requests. That way I make sure I get it all right. It says, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I sincerely do love your channel, and this is my opportunity to tell you that. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I want you to know that I appreciate you and what you share. You are unique in a much needed way, and you do have an audience who appreciates you. Keep on rocking and being you, my friend. Here's my request. I hope that you like this song. So, appreciate the kind words, by the way. Thank you so much. I guess this is probably the song's name right here. Abraham, Martin, and John from DION. Okay, by this point of the channel, my DION reaction has not come out yet, but I do have a DION reaction coming up in the future. Don't know how many days from now, but let's go ahead and dive into this one. I'm assuming it's the same artist. Okay, if it's not, I'll correct myself, but I'm assuming there might only be one artist named DION. If I've got that correct, this is probably the same gentleman. So let's go ahead and spin this one, see what we're getting right here. Loving the imagery. Let's go ahead and see what's up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description, consider becoming a member. Great way to help me. And here we go.
Anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. You know, I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend Martin? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. Didn't you that they stood for? Didn't they try to find some good for you and me?
Yeah.
Then we'll be free someday soon. He's gonna be one day. Anybody here seen my old friend Bobby? Can you tell me where he's gone? I thought I saw him walking up over the hill with Abraham and Martin and John.
Wow. All right, did not make that connection where we're going to go with this one, but he's pretty much saying the good die young. Didn't they do a lot of good for a lot of people? Didn't they free a lot of people? And hate is a powerful, powerful weapon, man, that, envious, jealous, self-destructive people harness, and can make great changes, great impact in the world. I mean, great not isn't good, but great isn't big, with that misguidedness, right? And it's unfortunate, man. We lose, like you said, the good die young. It's 100%, man. How many people? It doesn't matter where it's at, whether it's big leaders of change, whether it's musicians that we love, people who are putting good out into the world. It often seems like the good die young. And sometimes, it's not always the case, but sometimes the spiteful bad ones go on forever, man. And it's a shame that I'm sure we've all lost people who we love and who we wanted to be around and who deserve to be around, but we don't know why things happen. Life just happens, right? One day our number's pulled, our card is pulled, but it's a shame when it's done in this manner, where it seems like in these moments, evil, won, right? It took somebody away from the world that the world needed at that time. So amazing right here. I don't know if this is the same DION, like a very different style of music. So we're going to dive into that afterwards and see what I can pull up on this one. But the message was strong. I saw something right at the beginning. It said it was a quote from Abraham Lincoln along the lines of, "I destroy my enemies when I make them my friends." I have never heard anything like that before, but that is strong. But one thing I had heard before, and I don't know if this truly came from Abraham Lincoln, but I heard it when I was in elementary. This has stuck with me forever, and I've tried. I know at times I haven't used it to perfection, but it's definitely helped me at times. It's the reason why I was able to do a certain thing, and the thing is that I heard that he said was, when he is angry, right, and his emotions are driving an angry message that he wants to relay to a person, let's say from me to you or whatever, and I'm thinking this stuff and I want to say it immediately, but I say, hold up, let me sleep on it. Said that he would write it all down on a letter, fold it up and put it under his pillow and go to sleep for the night. And if he woke up in the morning feeling those same emotions, he'd deliver it. He'd say what he wanted to say to you, because clearly he was now in a right state of mind. And I thought that, man, how many of us have said maybe something regretful, something that made us look like an A, when we're in a moment of intense emotion and feeling in that moment, but you let yourself cool down. You say, dude, I was hot-headed. That was stupid. Like, why did I feel that way? Why did I say what I said? So that was one of the wisest things. Like I said, I haven't always practiced that. There's 100% times where I've made myself look like a fool over and over, but there were those times still where that message helped me not, pull the trigger on my emotions, right? And blurt something out. So once again, very impactful people who changed a lot of lives, and a strong message right here, man, because it just seems like, I've heard it before, like, yeah, good luck going and trying to make a positive change in the world. Let's see how long you last. Just because of things like, Martin Luther King and other greats, Abraham, who have been taken away when they were going out and seriously making a big wave of good change. There's going to be some evil person that comes out and wants to block that and stop that. That's crazy. Crazy song right here. All right, I rambled on for a bit, man. Let's go ahead and dive in, see if we can pick anything up on the back end. All right, guys, so this is Abraham, Martin, and John, and it does look like it's by the same DION right here, and the songwriter on this is Dick Holler, okay? So Abraham, Martin, and John in 1968, song written by Mr. Dick. It was first recorded by DION in a version that was a substantial North American chart hit in 1968 to 1969. Near simultaneous cover versions by Smokey Robinson's and the Miracles and the Moms Mabley also charted in the US in 1969. Says the song itself is a tribute to the memory of 4 assassinated Americans, all icons of social change: Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King Jr., and Robert F. Kennedy. It was written in response to the assassination of King and that of Robert Kennedy in April and June 1968. Lyrics: each of the first 3 verses features one of the men named in the song's title. For example, anybody ever seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems the good, they die young. I just looked around and he was gone, man. And very impactful to say that, over and over, man. Reminds me of a lyric from a Rage Against the Machine song called Wake Up. He goes on to say that King, he turned the power to the have-nots, and then came the shot, right? He's empowering the people who don't have anything, who may not have a voice, who may not have representation. He says King turned the power to the have-nots, then came the shot. Then he says the same thing about Malcolm. He says X turned the power to the have-nots, then came the shot. So yeah, I mean, talking about the same thing, right? People being taken out for trying to cause a wave of change along the lines of social injustice or whatever the case may be. So powerful stuff, man. I definitely get down with these messages, and it's a shame. It's a shame that sometimes hate can have that kind of impact, man. So sad to hear, but thank you for this one. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description, guys. Thank y'all guys for rocking with me today, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.
Well, he's gone. He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. I just look round.